CTV Community Television presents The Focus Program, hosted by Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus Program. My name is Paul Dingeman. Nice to have you along. October is such a busy month. Lots of wonderful things going on. We've just gone through a couple of Oktoberfests in the last week or so, and there are more things coming up that you're going to want to know about. You're going to hear about some of them right here on the Focus Program. Joining us as our first guest today is a friend by the name of Laine Cyplik. Nice to meet you again. Nice to see you again. Yes, you are looking fine, and you are a proud mother of 3 children. And some of them go to Gearing, don't they?
Yeah, my oldest 2 boys go to Gearing. Gabe is in 1st grade and Benjamin's in the early childhood program there.
Great school.
Yes.
Great school.
It's been wonderful.
There's a really active PTO at Gearing.
Yes.
And there's a young lady who doesn't have any children there, but she's really involved, called Pam Becker,
yep.
And from the world famous Becker Academy of years ago. She's involved with the PTA, and you guys have come up with a cute idea. What is it?
Yeah, last year we were talking about trying to come up with something new and unique and try to get the community involved. And we came up with the Mom Prom idea. Another school somewhere else, or another organization did this somewhere else, and they had great success. So we said, let's give this a try. So the goal is to get all the moms or ladies out. You don't have to be a mom, you just have to be 21 and older, for a night out, and wear your old prom dress, your old bridesmaid's dress, go get a vintage dress, get one brand new, whatever you want, get dressed up fancy.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah, go out and have a good night. We're gonna have hors d'oeuvres, open bar. It's gonna be at Alexander's in Marysville.
Wonderful place and great food there.
Yes, beautiful. And so it's come with the girls, come with your husbands, come with your boyfriend, whichever way you want to go. I'm going with the ladies that night. I'm leaving my husband home with the kids.
He can babysit.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. I like it.
It's the night out for mom for me. So
it's November. It's a Friday, November the 13th. And that's got to be fun to have your old prom dress. A lot of people probably had them in storage. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they were recently in a wedding.
Right, right.
You never get to wear those dresses, do you?
Right, exactly. You might as well get some use out of it, right? We keep those in the closet. I don't know why sometimes, but we do. Honestly, I have my senior prom dress. It's in the closet.
Right.
I don't think it'll fit, but it's there. It's there. So, but yeah, so we're really excited to kind of get dressed up and go have a nice night out.
So what will happen with the monies, the proceeds?
The proceeds go to the Gearing PTO. And we do a lot of great things with that. Last year we purchased 8 iPads and a rack that hold the iPads with the cases so that the teachers can sign them out, take them in, the kids can use them. We're purchasing 10 more this year.
Wow.
So we're hoping to have those maybe sometime after Christmas. And then some of the other things that we do are, we have some online apps that the kids can use. There's one called Raz Kids. It's for reading, so they can do it in school or at home. There's another one that's a math program that the students in grades 2 through 5 have. And so, we help purchase that so that those kids can have those tools at school and outside of school, and it really helps, improve their reading. The kids had Raz Kids through the summer, and my son would go on and he'd learn how to read, he'd read it back, it helped with words. It's a great program, and we do many other events throughout the year for the kids, and we have different things, popcorn day and things like that, and so
5-10 years ago they were saying, oh, reading is going to go away, nobody knows how to read anymore. But now it's just, the revolution has just turned it right over.
Yeah. And
the kids at that age are reading more than they ever did before.
Definitely, definitely. My 1st grader is probably reading what I was reading in 2nd or 3rd grade, I would have to guess. Yeah, it's amazing. So we've got a great PTO. I was new to the school last year. My oldest son was in kindergarten, and by the end of the year, I got reeled into being co-secretary on the PTO, and it's been a great experience getting to know.
You're supposed to keep your hand down.
I know. I said, I think I've got a target on my head, but that's great. No, it's wonderful to get involved, and we've got a great school, and we're trying to get our whole community involved and kind of participating in this, and by our community being folks from St. Clair, Marine City, Marysville, Port Huron, anywhere. And another thing is too, is we are looking at local businesses in ways that they may be able to help sponsor.
Okay.
You know, we're looking to try to help cover some of those costs of our band and things like that. So we kind of are able to feed more money back to those programs we want to give our kids.
World famous Dave Lenarski.
Yeah, him and the Rivertown Gents. I got the whole band coming now.
Wow.
Yep, and we're going to have a prom queen contest. So bring your dollar bills for votes on that. And we're going to have lots of great raffles and prizes. So we're also reaching out to local businesses that can donate some baskets or prizes for our prom queen and her court or things like that.
There's a telephone number for Pam Becker,
Yep.
and that is 329-2978 if they've got any questions.
Any questions, yep. And you can buy tickets at gearingmomprom.com, or if you look, there's a lot of information out on Facebook. We've got it posted all over, and you can contact one of us board members or someone through the school, and we've got tickets in hand that we can sell also.
Whoever did the flyer, I mean, that's really an attractive flyer with the dress on it, and the colors are great. You guys did a great job.
Yeah.
7:30 till 11 o'clock, November the 13th at Alexander's. And you can go to gearingmomprom.com or call Pam Becker at 329-2978.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, and I hope you make lots and lots of money.
Great, thank you. Yes, $45 for the tickets. It includes open bar and heavy hors d'oeuvres throughout the evening.
Wonderful. I love those heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Yes, me too.
Laine, good seeing you.
Yes, you
I was going to
too.
say Laine Fraley, but it's still there. Laine Fraley Cyplik, nice to see you on the Focus program.
Thank you for having me.
Back with our next guest in just a second.
Wonderful. Yeah, not so bad. Thank you. Yep.
We're back with a friend by the name of Mary Beaudua. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, Paul.
Welcome to the Focus Set. We've not captured you on the Focus program before. We had Chief Bill Beaudua many times on the program, and always was a fun interview. I would normally just say hello, and then he would go for 5 or 10 minutes. But,
right.
You are here to represent St. Clair Fire Department's history. You're going to speak at the St. Clair Historical Museum a couple nights, the 15th, Thursday the 15th, and Friday the 16th, 7 o'clock on Thursday and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And your topic is St. Clair Fire Department 1874 to present. Oh my God, that's great. Talk to me about it. What's going to happen?
Okay, I have lots of history that I saved for 48 years while I was fireman's wife. My father-in-law, of course, was firefighter for 55 years. So
Art Beaudua.
So I have lots of things they saved, and hopefully it'll be interesting because I have pictures, I have newspaper articles, and et cetera, et cetera. And we still have the 1925 American La France.
Right.
It's still here.
Now, is it totally restored now?
Yes, I think so, yeah. Maybe there's some little thing that isn't, but yes, it is. And they just had a lot of work done on it this summer. So hopefully they will be able to put it in front of the museum that evening and the afternoon of the program, hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Okay. So talk to me about the beginnings of the department.
Okay, 1874, if you could run and help with a fire, they had like 3 different wards like they do now, and there was 3 different things. It wouldn't have been a fire truck then. It was just something that you pulled around.
Right. Probably by a horse.
Yeah. If you could go and help, everybody went. And then eventually they got, this was the first motorized vehicle in 1925. 1925. I think they got it in February of 25. So anyway, that was the first motorized. And they had one truck that they called a Maxwell, and they had hose cart, that kind of stuff, of course. So in 1913, downtown St. Clair, there was a big building called the Whiting Building, and it burned. And my father-in-law told that he was 8 years old, and he went with his father, who was firefighter, the day after the fire, because he was hoping to find pennies in the rubble. But he said he never found any pennies. So that, you know, how did you fight a fire back in 1913?
Oh, yeah.
Not
a lot of water.
Not like you do today.
A lot of hoses, buckets.
Right, that's for sure. So, and then before I was born, I always heard that my mother and a neighbor stood in the creek on, well, Kennedy Road, Weidenbaugh Road then, and dipped water out of the creek for Fred Weidenbaugh's barn fire.
Oh
well,
my God.
you know, how long did that take? And what did you say? A bucket of water out of the creek.
Oh my God.
Anyway, well, the 25 truck was maybe there too, but, you know, now they carry 2,000 gallons of water on
Right,
it, and you hook up to a hydrant. So
Right.
hopefully people will come and hear that. And then they used to have just that little bitty fire hall behind this old city hall. Well, then in 60, they built the new one. In 61, it was dedicated. So that was a big change. Because when my husband first got in the fire department, the Christmas parties were upstairs in the old city hall. And so we have some old pictures back from in the 50s, before I was there. I was partying upstairs in the old city hall.
That's wonderful. On 411 Trumbull.
Right.
So,
No, not 411 Trumbull.
oh, it
no,
was before that.
The old city hall.
Oh, so, okay.
This old city hall here is the one that they tore. Well, the hospital is gone now too.
Right.
No, the original city hall, the original one.
So you're going to have photographs. You've got memorabilia like mugs and cups and things that were passed down through the years, and you've got your own personal collection of 48 years of memorabilia. Wow.
Right. And then at the museum, there's probably the first resuscitator, and the one man at the museum said it probably killed more people than it saved. So we'll probably put that.
You're
put
right.
that, put
Don't
that
let
on
anybody use
display.
it though.
No, put that on display. So anyway, I have no idea how old that is, but. And the community has always been wonderful to the fire department. People like Bernie and Margaret Kuhn bought a fire truck. Harry Dart made sure that they had a tanker for country fires, and Rotary and Lions and all these.
Isn't that marvelous?
Associations have always been wonderful. And when they needed the thermal imaging.
Yep, I remember those campaigns.
Yeah, Joe Yackham and Ed LaCroix came to Bill and said, we'll get to every business, every organization, we'll get you cameras. And they've collected enough. Got 2 imaging cameras.
Yep, they still got them too, don't they?
Why, sure.
You brought along this nice, was this a program?
Yeah, it's history of the fire department when they were 100 years old in 1974. We had a big parade. We gave out hundreds of hot dogs, all kinds of celebrations in October of 74. It was a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. And then the next morning we woke up and there was 8 inches of snow.
Oh my God. And the date on this was October 19th. Well, hopefully that doesn't.
Right. So that has and the one man, Ab Wilson, it says in there, I remember him. He was a firefighter for 62 years here. That's probably the most anybody was here in St. Clair. Imagine, 62 years.
It's just amazing. The department has had families that have just stayed generation and generation. The Westricks, the Bodads, the
Maddox.
It's just been marvelous. It's
Right.
still a volunteer department. It's now called the St. Clair Area Fire Department, but it's still volunteer based.
Right. They get a little pay now. Years ago, they didn't get anything. Then all of a sudden, we would have a Christmas party. The city would allot the firemen so much at Christmas time. That was your bonus. Well, then the men would get $100 for their volunteer work all year, and the ladies would get a $10 bill. And you know, back then, it would buy a Christmas tree.
Oh, yes, I can imagine that.
$10 would buy a Christmas tree. Now they get paid so much per call, but that hasn't been very, very long. That was 92, 90, you know, whatever.
But it really is a labor of love because it's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and I don't know how many times I met your husband Bill, who'd been up all night, and
then
you know that.
Yeah, and then you go to work. Your regular job.
Yeah.
Oh yes. That's when men were men, like Ray Scuda says.
That's right. Well, the invitation is open for everybody. There's a small donation, $5. Students are free, but lots of history about St. Clair Fire Department from 1874 to present. 2 performances, one Thursday the 15th at 7 o'clock, and that's in the Historical Museum on 4th Street. And then Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The same show. Again, $5 donation, and students are free. So, Mary, I salute you for doing this. You've got a wealth of knowledge there, and it's wonderful that you're going to share it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
much.
dear.
Okay.
Good seeing you.
Yes, good to see you too, Paul.
We'll have to, maybe we can get over there and
You better.
partake in some of that,
Yeah.
is that good history.
Yeah, and there might be some cookies there that you might
Oh, well, I'll come back for the cookies.
come back for the cookies. Yes, you
I'm
better.
a target for those cookies.
Right.
We'll be back with our next guests, and they are from Algonac in just a second. Welcome back, and we are with a couple friends from Algonac, Michigan, which has got a phenomenal football team this year, going crazy. The Reverend Al Kozlow from Algonac Baptist Church. Nice to see you. Welcome to the Focus Set. And you brought along John Lappin with you, member of the parish, and wanted to meet you both and hear about the good things that are happening at Algonac Baptist Church.
Well, Paul, thank you for having us on your program. It's an honor to be here with you. We have a very interesting and very dynamic ministry at Algonac Baptist Church.
Okay.
And we have several things going on, but I want to focus on one event that the public may find very interesting.
Okay.
It's the Southern Gospel group known as Justified Quartet. We're going to have them with us coming up on October the 18th.
Okay.
That's a Sunday, and it's during our 11 a.m. worship hour. And we're located at 1003 Washington Street in Algonac. And if you're looking for landmarks, we are one block off of M29, right behind CVS Pharmacy.
Okay.
That's a good way to find
yeah,
us.
CBS, that's a good marker. You can see that from the road. So we're just one block behind that.
Yeah. Yes, that's great. And anyway, I want to talk to you a little bit about this quartet group that's coming in. They have a very unique sound. Of course, they are Southern Gospel, but they have a bit of a contemporary sound that go with them with some of their music also. They're very gifted musicians. They're from the Flint and surrounding areas, so they don't have too awful far to go. But these are some amazing guys. They've been organized as Justified Quartet since the year 2011.
Okay.
And but they have, between all of them, each of them have been in Southern Gospel music for over 20 years, each one of them. So they've been around. They've sung with different quartets throughout the area that people may be familiar with. And they've got a very amazing blend of voices and style. And it's just encouraging and uplifting to be able to spend some time with them. Very strengthening. They're, if you could use the term, very entertaining, very fun to watch. And that fits in well with our ministry at Algonac Baptist Church.
Let's talk about Algonac Baptist Church. How long have you been there?
I've been the pastor there for 10 years now.
Okay.
The church has been there since 1872.
Wow.
So the church has been there for a while.
2 years before the fire department of St. Clair started. So that's amazing.
Yeah, and it's got quite a history behind it. It wasn't always known as Algonac Baptist Church, but that's where we are at now. And it's a great ministry. And people know Algonac Baptist Church. As a matter of fact, we had a pastor who's been there for so long that I've discovered that I'm not the pastor at Algonac Baptist Church. I'm the pastor at Reverend Buck's church. And I discovered that right away.
That's a compliment.
Yeah,
That's an amazing compliment. That's great for him. And he must have been there a few years.
He was there for over 30 years.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So the concert is October the 18th, and it's going to be during your 11 a.m. service.
Yeah.
And is there any free will offering kind of
It is
thing?
a free will offering. Don't feel obligated, if you are not able to. We just want to have you be our guest and to show you and perhaps even showcase some of the things that we have to offer the public at Algonac Baptist Church.
Okay, great.
Some very dynamic things.
You brought
going on.
along John. What's your role, John? You're you're one of the ministry leaders. What's that mean?
I get the pleasure of, as Pastor says, standing beside God watching Him work.
I like that. That's a great term.
I get to lead a Saturday
good.
night, 7 o'clock, I do a life recovery meeting.
Okay.
It's similar to AA, it's a 12-step program,
Okay.
but it covers any addiction.
Wonderful.
It doesn't matter if it's alcohol, drugs, food, any addiction at all is welcome.
I'm glad you added the word food, because certainly that can become an addiction too.
It can be.
And that's one that's not discussed a lot.
Right, right. The 12-step program will work with any addiction. The same 12 steps will work with any addiction.
And this meets on a Saturday evening,
On a
which
Saturday
is a
evening,
good
yes.
idea too, because if you're trying to break one of those addictions, maybe Saturday night's a tough night to be alone.
That's why we chose that. Saturday at 7 is ideal time for somebody trying to look at an option of going somewhere else where they don't want to be.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. And have you been doing this program for a while?
It's been going for a year and a half.
Good.
A year and a half.
And you've had some successes, so you're going to continue it.
Yes.
If I've got questions about that program, is there a special number, or just call the
You
office?
can call the church at 810-794-7301. We have this on the church's website, algonacbaptist.org. I think we have it on our Facebook account, Algonac Baptist Church. It's posted on the community events advertiser in front of City Hall at Algonac Baptist also.
God,
And they can call my cell number if they have any
Okay, what's
questions
the
at all.
number?
That's 810-643-6938.
Okay, 643-6938, and they'll get a hold of John if they have any questions, and you'll give them the answers. They probably
I'll give them the
you can
answers
give them some advice and counsel, and that's what it's a difficult thing to have any kind of addiction, and it's great if there's somebody local that they can get a hold of.
Right, and this group is different. It's the same 12 steps, basically the same 12 steps they use in other groups, AA and the other groups. The one difference we have is we put God in the center.
Okay,
The AA says higher power.
that's good, strong help.
We use God. God is, if you're going to beat an addiction, you need God's help.
That's right.
And if you ask him for help, he'll give it to you. 100%.
I think you got a good man there.
That's why he's doing that.
That's why he's doing that. huh?
Exactly.
Reverend Al, Algonac Baptist Church, got great history, but you got performance coming up. Let's go through that again, the dates and times.
The name of the quartet, the Southern Gospel Quartet, is Justified Quartet. They are going to be coming here from the Flint area. They are a very accomplished group, very dynamic vocals to what they're doing. This is going to be on Sunday, October the 18th at 11 a.m. And this is going to be a free will offering. It's not necessary to participate in it, but we do make that offer available.
And there's plenty of room.
A lot of room, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're glad that you stopped by and we could inform the people of the concert and also John's great work. And we wish you luck.
Thank you, Paul. Thank
Very
you for
nice
having
to
us
meet
on
you
your
both.
program.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be back with Kathy Vertin from the Riverbank Theatre in just a second. The town of Marine City is abuzz, abuzz, abuzz. It's busy, 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 and that's because of our next guest, and a couple other people too. Kathy Vertin, Riverbank Theatre. Welcome back to Focus Set.
Thanks for having me back.
It's been a month or so since we've seen your smiling face.
It has. I'm in here about every month for one of these productions.
We're glad for that. How's it been going? I know you've been having full houses.
It has. It's been going really well. We just closed a sold-out production down at the Snug Theater, and we're just grateful that people are showing up and getting the word out because it's working.
It's wonderful to see that an area of the community of St. Clair County, let's say, that didn't really have a big face of theater, big stage of theater, is now so active in the theater. It's remarkable what you two have done, you and your husband.
Well, we couldn't have done it if there wasn't such a strong base here.
Yeah.
There are tremendously talented people in this community, and a lot of times you would never suspect it.
Right.
And all of a sudden you find out that they play an instrument beautifully, or they've got a beautiful singing voice, or they've been acting for years, just not locally. So we've really been fortunate to get some good talent.
But also, you've got audiences.
We do.
And that surprises me too, because some of the previous years, other organizations have come and gone and come and gone, but you have seemed to have captured a continual loyal audience, which is wonderful.
It's very nice. It's very nice to have them coming. And I think people they want to laugh. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to have a nice evening out, and there's not a lot of opportunity for that consistently.
Right.
We get, I mean, the local theater guild does a great job. The high schools do fantastic performances. It's just not every single weekend that there's something. So this just fills in the gaps.
And the two theaters that you have, one is called the Snug, the other one's called the Riverbank. The Snug is like its name. How many
98 seats.
98
Sometimes
seats.
we squeeze a 99th in, you know.
but that's a different kind of a theater.
Yeah,
than,
very
than
intimate.
people are accustomed to. Whether they go to a movie house or whether they go to legitimate theater, they don't see 98, 99 seat theaters.
They're right there. The actors are up close and personal. It's a great experience for the performers as well as the patrons.
Okay.
Because everybody's a part of the action then.
And the other theater down the street, the Riverbank, is certainly named after the two things that are Marine City. One is the river, the other one was the Marine City Bank, which became your theater.
Yeah.
And that has a couple hundred seats.
Well, it's got 180.
Okay.
We can
squeeze
a few more up on those balconies, but it is a restricted view up in the mezzanine, whereas the main part of the theater is terrific view, every seat.
Now that we've whetted everybody's appetite, and maybe if they were not aware of what the Riverbank and the Snug are, what is happening now? What is on the docket?
We are opening tomorrow night,
Okay.
Agatha Christie's Mousetrap.
Oh, that's a great one.
It's a terrific mystery.
Yes.
I think she's one of the greatest mystery writers of all time. In fact, I think she is the most read and most sold and most produced mystery writer of all time. So this is one of the classics, and it's fantastic. We've got a terrific cast. It's a great little whodunit. We ask everybody who comes to see it not to tell.
Okay.
If they know, don't give away. Because it's a fun show to watch. You have to really figure out. Just when you think it's this one, it might be this one. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
The cast is not huge. It's
Nope.
6, 7, 8, 10 people.
Yep.
And there looks like there's some names that people might know in there. Isn't the mayor's relative?
Randy Skatarczyk?
Heck.
Yes, Randy's back. He's been in quite a few of our productions. He's just a terrific talent. He was Horace Vandergelder to my dollies.
Okay, all right.
So, and he's in the show, yes. And we have a new director who's terrific. He's directed quite a few productions in Grosse Pointe. And Kevin Fitzhenry is directing this. You'll see Mandy Logsdon is on stage. She's back. She's done quite a few things for us. And then we've got some new talent on stage as well. So we're excited. Each show, we bring back some, and we get a couple new faces, and
Nice
that's a great
mixtures.
formula.
Yeah,
Great formula.
yeah.
You know, you always see something fresh, but you still, those tried and true talented people. You want to keep them on stage
That's
as
right.
well.
Okay, when are the performances? Where can I get tickets? That kind of stuff.
It runs from October 9th, tomorrow, through the 25th. We have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night shows at 7:30 p.m. and our Sunday matinees are at 3 p.m. Tickets at riverbanktheater.com, or you can call the box office, 810-278-1749, to reserve seats. And
You have a unique thing during breaks, too. You have Candyman that comes around.
we do. At intermission, he comes in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna reveal a couple of shows for next season. We've slated Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory as one of our performances next year.
Is Todd
and of
going to
course,
be performing?
you know our local Candyman is going to be involved. Yeah, sure he is. He's gonna
that'll be
involved
great.
in a lot
That'll
of
be
ways.
great.
So that'll be a lot of fun. And yes, he comes to every show, and at intermission, he sells his candy, which is terrific.
It's very unique again. So,
Yeah, it's a tight community.
Yes.
It's a good little community, and we all kind of cross-promote each other, and
that's how it'll be successful.
yeah, and everybody does a good job, so it's easy to promote them.
Right.
Because you know that people will be satisfied.
Okay, let's go through it again. It's the Mousetrap.
Yep.
From today or tomorrow, rather.
Tomorrow night.
Through the 25th.
Yep.
And two times of performance.
Yep, evenings at 7:30 and Sunday matinees at 3. And it's a great way to get into the Halloween spirit.
Okay.
We also, we have a little puppet show for Halloween too, for anyone looking to bring the little ones out to the theater. Go to our website and you can see all that's coming up. We've got puppet show in November. We've got All My Sons on stage at the Snug Theater. Great Arthur Miller piece. It's a terrific show. And then Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh,
it's the Riverbank
great.
stage for
Great.
Christmas.
Wonderful.
We're doing right now we're going into audition for that on October 18th. So I encourage all those good Santa Clauses out there
All right.
to show up.
Eat
great.
some more and get
Oh,
yourself
we
ready
have ways to fatten them up.
fatten them up. Okay, that's all right. Well, you've got a great fall lineup then, and just continue the great work. It's
Thank you.
been a wonderful addition to the community.
Well, thank you very much.
Kathy Vertin, always welcome here.
Thanks.
That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, Paul Dingaman. See you soon.
Tune in again soon for another episode of Focus. Make sure to check CTV out on www.watchctv.org or like us on Facebook.